You're watching Newsday TV. Thanks for joining us. I'm Ken Bufa. Two Long Island school districts have gotten an extension to comply with the statewide mascot ban. Wantagh and Connecticut are currently challenging the ban in federal court. Now, this extension comes just a few weeks before the June 30th deadline. And in just a moment, we'll hear from Newsday education reporter Darwin Yanis about the sudden extension. And only in Newsday, the FBI has joined in the search for a missing couple from Long Island. Pei Sean Fan and his wife Wan Wan Zwang were last seen at their old Brookville mansion on March 30th. Nassau police say their children, ages 12 and 20, reported them missing. And a former cargo ship captain has been charged with sexually assaulting a female Merchant Marine Academy cadet. Now, federal officials say John Christopher Marone allegedly spiked the victim's drink while at sea in 2019. The South Carolina man surrendered his credentials to the U.S. Coast Guard in 2022. And 4 Long Island Railroad employees are accused of abusing the timekeeping system. The MTA Inspector General says, quote, the coordinated effort was by employees from the Hillside Maintenance Complex. The workers would allegedly swipe each other out and take advantage of overtime shifts. All right, let's take a quick look at tomorrow's weather, shall we? It was a scorcher of a day with temps in the 80s. Tomorrow we do have some cloud cover, temps in the mid-70s. Of course, we'll have that 7-day forecast for you later in the broadcast. All right, first in Newsday, 2 school districts were granted extensions on the statewide ban to remove any Native American imagery. Newsday education reporter Darwin Yanis explains.
We were able to confirm with the State Department of Education that they're granting an extension to 2 Long Island school districts. The Wantagh School District will have until the end of next June to make the change, while the Connecticut School District will have until March 2026 to make the change. A spokesman for the Department of Education told us that the school districts requested this extension and they were granted to them because they made a good faith effort in making a change to their existing mascot. So what we heard from the spokesman is that Massapequa and Wyandanch, who are also a part of litigating, challenging this in federal court, did not request for an extension.
It's a new era in high-tech manufacturing and job opportunities on Long Island. Orbic Electronics, a global manufacturer of cell phones, computers, and other electronics, broke ground on its $110 million manufacturing campus in Hauppauge.
Very excited. We worked very hard to get to this point.
Orbic President and CEO Mike Narula says the move is part of his company's plan to shift production from China to Long Island at the encouragement of his top customer, Verizon, and other customers who want made-in-America products.
Everybody saw during COVID the issues with supply chain. And even past that, there are obviously reasons to have manufacturing here. Security, control, quality, supply chain.
Having it done here is great. America was built on manufacturing. All of a sudden, we lost all our jobs, and we're bringing them back.
This empty space located on Wireless Boulevard in Hauppauge will be the first of 4 factories owned and operated by Orbic. This site will be up and running early next year.
Narula says the 4 factories will eventually create 1,000 jobs on Long Island. The company will provide a job training program in partnership with Queensborough Community College and Suffolk Community College.
Students will master everything from maintenance to advanced troubleshooting and smart factory operations.
Suffolk County Executive Ed Romaine says the jobs Orbic creates will have a ripple effect.
We are the business capital of New York State, and this is going to help us. The more jobs we create, the better the economy is, the more money there is, and the more people do better.
Orbic is planning to have all 4 factories up and running by the end of 2027. For Newsday TV, I'm Virginia Huey.
From humble Long Island roots to international superstardom, a new documentary shines a light on the life and legacy of a legend, Billy Joel. I'm Elisa DiStefano at the Tribeca Film Festival premiere of Billy Joel, and So It Goes.
most important thing is that he gets better.
Yep.
He's in great spirits. I talked to him today. He wished all of us well. He was very effusive about how happy he was that we got here. He you know, I mean, he was here in spirit, you know, and that's the most important thing. Look, you know, we've been together for 50 years, and he's my friend before he's my boss. And the most important thing to me is that, you know, he gets better and, you know, we get to hang again.
Former bandmates Richie Cannata, Liberty DeVito, and Russell Javers, famous faces, and even Billy's first wife and once manager were in a New York state of mind at the iconic Beacon Theater.
A long time ago, you know, there was 10 or 12 years where we lived together, worked together, and we achieved a great deal, and it's part of the reason that we're here tonight. I have an archive, but it's calling it an archive is making it a little more grandiose than it is. I'm like everyone else. You've got all the family photos. And
some of us get to go back and watch our old home movies in the privacy of our own home. You're going to watch yours at the Tribeca Film Festival.
Well, I had a good life. I mean, I'm not surprised at all, but I'm very pleased, and I'm pleased that this marvelous talent and all of the people that helped him get where he is are being recognized and are here tonight.
He said, look, I've told my story a million times. I'm tired of talking about myself. Let someone else tell the story.
Yeah, that sounds like Billy.
Billy participated. He did his interviews. He one of the things that he said was that after he watched the first film, he learned some things about his life that he had never seen the way he looked at it, which is a great compliment to a filmmaker.
You can see Billy Joel and So It Goes here at the Tribeca Film Festival, or wait until it drops on HBO and HBO Max this summer.
What's Up on Long Island is brought to you by Sun Nation Energy, helping Long Island homes and businesses save with solar for over 20 years.
All right, here's what's up on Long Island. Celebrate Long Island Pride. The 35th annual event features a parade, food trucks, a beer and wine garden, and concert. It's Sunday in Huntington. You know the moves. Check out the Long Island Bavarian Festival. The indoor and outdoor German Heritage Festival features food and imported beer. It's Saturday and Sunday at Platt Deutsch Park in Franklin Square. And North Fork Dog Dock Diving is back at a new location. Dogs of all kinds, both amateur and pro, are invited to compete by running from a dock into the water. It's Saturday and Sunday at the Polo Grounds in Greenport. All right, the Mets have announced the details for their Alumni Classic game. The team says more than 40 former players and managers will come to Citi Field on September 13th. The game will be 3 innings with alumni like Mike Piazza, Pedro Martinez, and Darryl Strawberry in attendance.
Sarah Sounds Off is brought to you by Roll Up Awnings.
In high school sports now this week, Sarah sounds off about the shortage of officials and a new crop of younger umpires.
So you're a catcher, 4 years on the varsity at Patrick Medford, outstanding player, and you're now in college and you say, you know what, I really want to be an umpire. Why?
I always have been drawn to officiating and being an official. I always used to copy a guy, Charlie Norton, behind the Pat Med dish when I was a real young kid. And I knew that I wasn't going to be playing baseball in college, but I knew I wanted to still be in the game. And I thought this was the perfect step for me to go.
Now you can watch this week's episode with Newsday high school sports editor Greg Sarah, streaming now on Newsday.com. Just click Get More below the Newsday TV video box. All right, let's take a look at your 7-day forecast to see how the weekend is shaping up. Hopefully Saturday is not still raining. Let's check, and it's not. Take a look, we just have clouds. All right, tomorrow, 78. Saturday, Sunday, we're in the 70s. Mondays, we dip a little bit. Tuesday, we have some rain, but that's fine. But the weekend, again, looks dry. We'll take it.
Long Island weather is brought to you by Fire Island Ferries.
You're watching Newsday TV. For more on all the stories you've seen here today, head over to newsday.com. I'm Ken Buffa. Thank you so much for joining us.